Hey there, Chris McCarthy with Brand Identified, and today I'm going to go over a AI business integration plan to define your brand's messaging, the hierarchy behind that, and then also develop your brand story. You're going to be able to use this 6-step framework to build a strategic messaging hierarchy that organizes how your brand communicates, from headlines to product descriptions, so that your story stays clear, aligned, and consistent across every consumer touchpoint. So what we're going to go over today is we're going to go over that 6-step AI-powered framework. We are also going to define and answer the 10 questions that you need to go ahead and answer to build that AI strategy. Then I'm going to show you how to accelerate your strategy with BrandOptimizer.AI, which is a custom GPT. And then I'm going to show you a 6-step prompt sequence to customize your framework and your strategy using that BrandOptimizer.AI custom GPT. And then finally, I'm going to show you how to install the Brand Growth AIOS system into your business. So let's get started. First off, in this AI-powered framework is step number 1, and that is define. So start by answering these 10 questions about your current brand communications. Your responses will help us structure your messaging layers and identify where your story needs clarity, depth, and consistency. So the first question is, what is your current tagline or one-liner that describes your business? This is often the first line that people see or hear. If it's not clear or compelling, it weakens every message that follows. Question number 2 is, how do you currently describe your services and your offerings to potential clients? The way you talk about your offers, formally or casually, reveals whether your value is coming through or getting lost in the explanation. Question number 3 is, does your message change depending on who you're speaking to, whether that's clients, partners, or your team? Tailoring is useful, but drastic shifts can cause confusion. This helps us assess if your message is flexible or fragmented. Question number 4 is, do you have any core talking points or message pillars that your brand consistently uses? Message pillars create consistency. If they're missing or if they're unclear, every team member ends up saying something different. Question number 5, how consistent is your messaging across your website, your social media, and marketing materials? If each channel tells a slightly different story, your audience won't know what to believe or what to expect. Question number 6 is, which piece of your messaging feels the weakest or least defined right now? Identifying the soft spots helps us know where to focus first, whether it's your tagline, your service descriptions, or your brand's voice. Question number 7, what story or narrative do you want people to understand about your brand? This is your core belief or your transformation. It shapes how people connect with what you do and why it's important to them. Question number 8, do you have a documented messaging guide or a brand voice framework? Without a documented framework, your message gets diluted over time. This tells us if you're building from a solid foundation or not. Question number 9, what feedback, if any, have you received about your messaging from customers or team members? External feedback often reveals disconnects that internal teams can't see. It helps confirm whether your message is actually landing. And then finally, question number 10, if your messaging hierarchy was clear and aligned, what would that improve for your business? Whether it's stronger marketing, easier sales, or better internal clarity, this defines the real value of tightening up your messaging. So step number 2 here is to clarify. So clarify your core positioning message and your tagline. This is the top of your hierarchy. It's what people see or hear first. It needs to be clear, bold, and audience aligned. So you're going to want to identify the most important outcome your audience wants, turn your positioning into a single bold sentence or tagline, add a support line that provides context or specificity, and use plain language, not jargon, for instant understanding. Now, with all of these steps within this framework, I've provided a AI prompt for you, but more specifically a BrandOptimizer.AI prompt. So I'm going to want you to go ahead and input this prompts over into BrandOptimizer.AI, not just random ChatGPT or any other large language models. That doesn't have access to the brand identified knowledge base, which is built off of over 25 years and working with dozens of clients. So you want to make sure that you're heading over to BrandOptimizer.AI and inputting all of these AI prompts. So for example, this prompt is, we are and insert your business type there, that serves, insert your target audience. So then help us write a bold positioning statement and support line that instantly communicates what we do and why it matters. So I mentioned going over to BrandOptimizer.AI. So just visit this website and then go ahead and click on Launch the Custom GPT. And as I mentioned, this is the only GPT that has access to the brand identified knowledge base. So make sure you're going over here. It's going to open up ChatGPT, but right into the Brand Optimizer platform. So just go ahead and enter your prompts down there for this prompt and all of the upcoming prompts throughout this framework. So then moving forward here, step number 3 is to summarize. Write a short form brand description or an elevator pitch. This is the next layer. It's the 1 to 2 sentence explanation used across your homepage, your bios, and any introductions. So you want to describe what you do, who it's for, and why it works. You want to include emotional and functional benefits. Keep it under 40 words and use it as a base for your about page, your speaker bios, or your social profiles. And then once again, we've added in a BrandOptimizer.AI prompt for you to use for step number 3. So step number 4 is to structure. Organize your key services or products into a clear hierarchy. Your offers need consistent language, category naming, and supporting benefits. So group your offerings in 2 to 4 categories or service types. Write a headline, a subheadline, and 2 to 3 sentence descriptions for each of those. Use benefit first language to show why it's important, and repeat this format on your website, your pitch decks, and your brochures. And then, as always, I've provided you with a BrandOptimizer.AI prompt for step number 4. Step number 5 is to align. You want to ensure consistent tone and structure across all of your messaging. Your voice and message hierarchy should carry through every asset from your website to your internal documents. So create a shared doc with your full messaging system. Use the same structure for sales materials, decks, and content. Audit for alignment in tone, clarity, and flow, and train your team or your content writers to pull from this system. And there we have another BrandOptimizer.AI prompt for you to use in step number 5. And then finally, step number 6 is to expand. Layer in brand storytelling and deeper narrative elements. Once your hierarchy is set, you can expand your story through case studies, customer journeys, and campaign narratives. So use your hierarchy to inform long-form content and brand storytelling. Tell customer success stories that map each service. Add narrative context to support sales and brand campaigns, and refresh the hierarchy quarterly to match your new priorities. And then, as always, step number 6 includes that BrandOptimizer.AI prompt for you to use over at BrandOptimizer.AI. So now this is a 6-step prompt sequence that you can also use over at BrandOptimizer.AI to instantly create your custom strategy. So the first prompt is a strategy prompt, and that is, help me build a complete strategy for messaging hierarchy and storytelling that aligns with our brand and our business goals. Now, prompt number 2 is an execution prompt. That is, give me a step-by-step execution plan to implement messaging hierarchy and storytelling effectively in our business. Prompt number 3 is an audit and optimization prompt. Audit our current messaging hierarchy and storytelling and recommend improvements or optimizations that we should make. Prompt number 4 is a template and a tool prompt. This is provide a fill-in-the-blank template or a framework that I can use to create or improve our messaging hierarchy and our storytelling. Prompt number 5 is a role-based prompt. So you're going to prompt it with how should A, and then you're going to insert your title, position, or role within your organization. So for example, founder, CMO, marketing manager, approach messaging, hierarchy, and storytelling in a growing business. And then finally, the 6th prompt in this 6-step prompt sequence that you can add into BrandOptimizer.AI is, how does messaging hierarchy and storytelling connect with or support with other areas of our business like marketing, sales, or operations? So this is that 6-step prompt sequence that you can go over to BrandOptimizer.AI and just strategically enter all 6 of those into there and build out your custom strategy for your business. Now, finally, what's left here is the Brand Growth AIOS system. Now, this is an AI-powered operating system to optimize your business. It is a proprietary 16-phase optimization and execution strategy that integrates 60 specialized services into one unified growth engine. It is designed to transform your business into a high-performance, fully optimized, and scalable operation. Every service is delivered in a structured, sequence-based framework that starts with deep diagnostics, applies proven strategic models, and then executes with AI-enabled tools and automations. Now, I've prepared a short video overview of the Brand Growth AIOS system that I'll queue up here shortly, but also make sure you check out BrandOptimizer.AI to learn more, and then also visit BrandGrowthAIOS.com as well. The Brand Growth AIOS is a complete operating system for your business. It's a proprietary 16-phase optimization and execution strategy that pulls together 60 specialized services into one unified growth engine. The entire system is designed to take your business from where it is today and transform it into a high-performance, fully optimized, and scalable operation. Now, here's the important part. This isn't just a collection of services thrown together. Every step is structured, it's sequence-based, and it follows a very specific framework. We begin with deep diagnostics, then move into proven strategy models, and then bring it all to life with AI-enabled tools and automations. Once the Brand Growth AIOS is installed inside your business, here's what you can expect. Your company will run on a streamlined, data-driven, AI-supported infrastructure. You will deliver a consistent, high-quality client experience that drives both retention and referrals. Your offers, pricing, and positioning will be optimized for your market. You'll have predictable opportunities coming in through campaigns, funnels, and content systems that are built to work together. And you, as the founder, along with your leadership team, will finally be able to focus on strategy instead of being stuck in daily execution. So let's talk about what that means for your role versus ours. Your role requires only a minimal time investment, about 15 minutes per day for quick approvals and roughly 30 minutes a week for high-level strategic reviews. That is it. Our role is to handle everything else: the audit, the strategy, the design, the build out, the optimization, and the execution of your complete Brand Growth AIOS. That way, you can stay focused on leading your business while we install the system that allows it to scale.